you're driving and it says turn right in 100 yards, and you look at the circumstances and situation around you and say, right doesn't look right. I'm going left. And you make a decision to go left, only to discover you're going in the wrong direction. Then you see this little message on the GPS that says recalculating. Can I tell you how many times God has had to recalculate the direction of my life? I dream big dreams. Some of my dreams scare me. And I've learned to say, okay, I can imagine that. And sometimes we as Christians suffer from a lack of imagination. Our imagination is our ability to see into the future, to picture what things could be like. Too often, we think too small. Ephesians 3:20 says, now unto him who is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we can ask, think, or imagine. Which means if you can imagine it, God can do more. Your imagination is only the starting point, but it takes courage to dream.
Are not physical weapons of flesh and blood, but they are mighty before God for the overthrow and the destruction of strongholds. Now, a stronghold is a place where an enemy will barricade himself in, and from that vantage point, control what's going on. Strongholds in our minds that are lies and deceptions that over a period of time he convinces us to believe, and as long as we believe it, it's our reality. Even if it's not true, it still becomes our reality because we believe it. For years and years, I believed this was my thinking. I will
not the
never...
dinosaurs, pterodactyls or anything like that. Just the little fox, not even foxes, little foxes that spoil the vine. He that's faithful in little will be faithful in much. How can you say that? Because faithfulness is a choice. So to be faithful in little or much, it's about choices that we make. So we're more than
we recognize the gradual crumbling of the Roman Empire. We know that the glory of Greece, which was largely its intellectual and aesthetic glory, this glory had declined. We also realize that the great dynastic structure of Egypt had collapsed, first under Greek pharaohs, and later the Roman governors.
You gotta beat Ric Flair one more time. Remember Steamboat? And pal, I'll kiss your boots if you can do it. But to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo!
We can define schemas as a mental framework that develops from our experiences with particular people, objects, or events. That is, you can think of schemas as framework for representing some aspects of the world that tells us how people, objects, or events are most likely to look like or act like. Schemas influence our attention and the absorption of new knowledge. In fact, we're more likely to notice things that fit into our schema. So schemas can aid in our ability to remember, but they also bias our memory and our perception.
I remember when I first started rapping. I was in the 5th grade and me kids was laughing. We were the mean MCs, just a bunch of kids who rapped to dudes beating on tables or beatboxing. I'd freestyle anywhere. Then I wasn't afraid to. I sent my first rhyme for Crazy Ray and Carlito. At the same time, me and the pencil would build a relationship, which was shaky, the details. I don't have time to explain G. God gave me a gift to speak to the people, a vision of myself standing in front of people. Behind the microphone, I came here to speak truth. When I'm staring at the crowd, they're staring at me too. I keep seeing this vision since I was a child. Somebody asked me, will you turn back now? The words that he kicked make my life look horrible, like I was in a trap, that there was no way out of. Dude used to pass in facts for examples of why I should listen and do what he says to. So one day I killed that man like Cypress Hill. How could I just kill a man? I present myself a living sacrifice to provide life for others so I can love and enjoy life.
I'm high on life, thank you very much.
You don't hear me though.
Help, please! He tried to interfere with me. I need help! Oh my golly! They were trying to kill me! Of course I'm not following you. Golly gosh, what has gotten into you? Oh my, no, that's not very kind. Why, hello! No, thank you kindly. Get the F out of here! I come to Liberty City for one day and get robbed!
When sent the tornado, the Black samurai jumps on my unicorn, a magic carpet for a ride. Eyes closed as I move from the land to the sky. So high I see eagles and jetliners fly by. Next I break the atmosphere and then I'm in the heavens. While doing this, I'm on earth and still present.
Get it?
Thanks to Jimbo's MPC 2000 running XP10. If it wasn't for him, would me or Q even make music? Q taught me the foundation of music. Circle of 4-5, I had a QY70, then a Courage 2000. Named Janet, she was so much better than her competition. Thanks to Lightweight, my art gained life vision. The Monica showed me Photoshop and Illustrator, but above all, I thank Ja and my mama. I'm not giving up, I'll kick in the door like Big, this is love theme, so let me tell it like it is. As a man does what was once impossible to Ja when Sans is doing the impossible.